but it's only just begun.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy QuestX. I'm not going to make this video too long. This is going to be my position and opinion about Adrian Broner versus Mikey Garcia. And, you know, I come from it from two different perspectives. First being is that when Adrian Broner first came in and came on the scenes 2011 to 2014, the kid looked virtually unstoppable. He was a highly touted fighter. He fought guys the likes of Ponce de Leon, Vicente Acevedo, Antonio DeMarco, who was, again, I was looking and had my eye on as he was coming up in the ranks. He beat a tough, savvy veteran in Paulo Malignaggi. But then he started to have these mental breakdowns outside of the ring. And then they actually translated into the ring. And he's a walking cautionary tale of what it means to be gifted and waste that gift. Mikey Garcia, on the other hand, kind of exhibits the exact opposite. They're polar opposites. Mikey Garcia is disciplined. Mikey Garcia is professional. Mikey Garcia has a respect for the craft. He keeps himself in great shape all year round. He's focused. You know, it's one of the things about Mikey Garcia that I respect is the kid reminds me of if there's a fighter who draws the biggest comparison for me when it comes to Mikey Garcia, he reminds me of a young Marco Antonio Barrera. All right, Marco Antonio Barrera had a very solid boxing IQ, could punch, he could go toe to toe with the best of them if he had to. But he relied primarily on his boxing IQ and breaking fighters down. Now, it's interesting enough, I mentioned Marcos Antonio Barrera because to me, this fight between Adrian Broner and Marcos Antonio Barrera, but you guys are going to get where I'm going right now. This fight reminds me of when Marcos Antonio Barrera fought Prince Naseem Hamed. Prince Naseem Hamed was a flashy fighter. Prince Naseem Hamed had power. Prince Naseem Hamed was a showman. But all he had was his athleticism. He didn't have a high boxing IQ. I'm sorry, and some Adrian Broner fans are going to come on here and say, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But Adrian Broner has not shown me, since he moved up to welterweight, he squeaked by when he was in the lighter weights because of his power was the tipping point for him in fights. But he has not shown great boxing IQ whatsoever. And I see a fight with Mikey Garcia and Adrian Broner playing out much like Marcos Antonio Barrera and Prince Naseem Hamed, being something where you're gonna see Broner trying to do what he always does, puts his hands up, tries to counter, has that ridiculously wide stance. And he's not going to, Mikey Garcia is not going to be in the range he needs for counterpunching. Mikey Garcia is actually going to be the one that's going to be setting the traps. Mikey Garcia, just like Marcos Antonio Barrera did with Prince Naseem Hamed, Mikey Garcia is going to be the one catching him with pull counters. Mikey Garcia is going to be the one catching him with uppercuts. Mikey Garcia is going to be the one breaking them down to the body. And I really need people to understand when they say that Adrian Broner's power and his pop is what he can hurt and knock out Mikey Garcia. You know what? All well, good and then. Yeah, could he catch Mikey Garcia flush on the chin, wobble him, stagger him? Yes, I do believe that. But I also believe that Mikey Garcia is built a lot tougher than that. He's not going to go in there and get hit in the mouth and fade and fold. I've been watching Mikey Garcia for a very, very long time, and this is why he's one of my favorite fighters. Mikey Garcia is going to stretch Adrian Broner, and I can't be more confident, and I can't say it any clearer than this, that you guys want to continue with Adrian Broner. Believe in Adrian Broner. Much credit to you for sticking to him and being loyal. The thing is that I'm not going to be a sucker. I'm not going to be a guy who sits there and keeps giving him credit, and he hasn't earned that credit. This man is a consummate fuck up, a consummate waste. And I'm gonna tell you right now, beyond all of the sex tapes and the stealing fighters' girlfriends and the navigating through rap concerts and, you know, the staged, and that's right, you heard it, I'm telling you right now, I don't believe the staged him getting shot at in his car. I mean, this guy is a clown. He's a clown. And if you tell me who I should be riding with more, I should be riding with Adrian Broner over Mikey Garcia, you a damn fucking fool. But hey, that's you. But when we talking about bringing the fight and breaking the fight down, Mikey Garcia is going to put a tattoo in on Adrian Broner. And it's not going to be pretty. This ain't Adrian Granados. All right? This is not a guy who he knows how to create that separation. Go back and watch all the Mikey Garcia fights. The guy is Marcos Antonio Barrera reborn. I'm telling you right now. And if you think that I'm exaggerating with how one-sided this fight's going to be, we'll come back and talk about it during the post-fight. It's your boy Quest X. I am out. Peace.
You know, all jokes aside, you know, I'm taking my career more serious. I'm trying to be more positive. Not, you know, I could actually take some time because usually we do 12 rounds. We only did 10, so I got some time to talk. You know, I want to give a public apology to not only my fans, but the parents out there that got the kids looking up to me, to all the foolish things I've done in the past. You know, I can promise you that going on from here, I'll be a better role model, a better father figure, and a better star for y'all.